Hi, I wanted to show you guys how to create a tie-dye look. If you wanted to, use tie-dye in any design, even if it's like a boho or even if it's not, if it's something else, I want to show you how you can create a tie-dye look using a clipping mask, okay? So the first thing you need to do is on a layer above your croquis, go ahead and draw in your design, okay? I'm gonna draw in something kind of simple. So I'm gonna make sure my pen is large enough. I'm at about a 7%. I'm using a studio pen, okay? So all I'm going to do is just create a design. Kind of added some little puffy sleeves there. There we go. So I am kind of sticking with a boho look, kind of like a hippie look. I got these puffy sleeves. Okay, and I think I'm gonna bring this collar down some. There we go. All right, so that looks pretty good. I'm gonna adjust the bottom some, kind of change it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now I have my outfit. So I'm gonna turn this to a reference layer, and on my colors layer, I'm gonna drag and drop a black color in there. I'm gonna leave the cuffs empty right now at the wrist because I think I'm gonna do something different with that. However, now that I have this, I have my drawing, I have my colors layer, what I'm going to do is create a texture layer that will be where my tie-dye is going to go. Okay, so right above my colors layer, I'm adding texture. And all I'm going to do is just fill in this area. So I'm going to use a blend of different blues, okay? I'm also going to use airbrush to start out with. Start with some different blues, increase that brush. Just gonna fill this canvas up like so. Make sure I'm on the right layer. Add in some other colors. And I'm just basically using brighter values or different values, bright and light values of the same blue. So I'm just creating like this little circular shape. Just going around there. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna leave that there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my magic wand. It's right over there next to your gallery, next to the wrench bar. I am going to go into my liquify. And there's a bunch of different things that kind of come up. You can twirl, you can add crystals. I'm going to use the crystal. And let's see, all my sizes turned up, pressure, all that. I'm just going to crystallize this. As you move your brush around, when you're crystallizing it, you'll notice that it gives you like a tie-dye effect, okay? Kind of makes things kind of go out, change up a little bit. So that looks pretty good, but I do want to add a little something else in there. I think I'm going to twirl it some. There we go. Now that's tie-dye. So all I did was click on twirl right. I have all my size and pressures, everything, distortion, everything turned up. I just put my pen in there and kind of just twirl around some. Once you get it how you like, go ahead and uncheck that magic wand, come out of there. And then what you do is on this texture layer, go ahead and open up the layers menu by clicking on it and then click on clipping mask, okay? Once you do that, you will notice that it will automatically flood your design that you filled in with black. You will notice that on your drawing layer, you have kept your outline. I wanted to keep my outline, so that's why I kept that there. So now you have all of that stuff there. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my shading layer, and on this layer, I'm going to fill in those cups. So all I'm going to do is just find a different color. I'm going to use like a darker blue here, and I'm going to lower my brush size some and just kind of fill in these little areas down here. Just so you know, I'm working on top of all the other layers, okay? So now I want to add a little bit of shading here. I want to show just some areas that might be a little bit darker than others. So I'm going to use a soft blend airbrush to do this. On this shaded area, I'm going to find my darkest blue, and I'm going to use that value for the shading. So all I'm going to do is just lower the size of my brush some. I'm also going to turn my opacity really down, okay? It's like at a 20% because I want to start off very light. I'm just going to add a little bit of shading around this arm over here. And I'm going to add a little bit of shading on this side. I'm going to just kind of stick to the same direction as this other arm. I'm just imagining the light is kind of coming in this direction. So if that's the case, then everything in the opposite direction will be shaded some. So that's how I'm kind of eyeballing that around. If I go outside the line, all I will do is just kind of erase those areas. Zoom in and erase all that went outside the lines a little bit. The next thing I'm going to do is increase the size of my brush some, and I'm going to add a little bit of shading on top of the dress. Just a little bit there. Okay, just adds a little bit of, it adds a little bit of depth, okay? Now what I'm going to do, anything that went outside the line, I'm just going to go in and erase that by zooming in and just going down and erasing some of that. I got a little bit outside the line here. There you go. And if you want to smooth out some of those lines, use your smudge tool, turn it up a little bit and just kind of smudge out the brighter side, find that lighter side and kind of smudge it out some if you don't want that line so harsh. And then I'm just going to erase this little arrow over here. And that is how you create a tie-dye like look for your outfit, how you kind of create the fabric, and then you can add some shading on top just to make it a little bit more dimensional. All right, I will see you in the next video. Bye.